Assalamu alaikum. Yesterday I have given you the solved problems from 8th to 11th. Today I am showing how the problems have been solved. First of all, let's go through the question number 8. A train travels 360 km at a uniform speed. If the speed had been 5 km per hour more, it would have traveled 1 hour less for the same journey. Find the speed of the train. So what we have done? First of all, we need to write down the given data. What given data says? The distance is 360 kilometers, speed is x kilometer per hour, time taken is y hours. We know the formula: speed is equal to distance upon time. X is the speed, distance is 360, upon time is y. Therefore, y is equal to 360 upon x is equation 2. Why I am writing y in terms of x? Because they have said find the speed. What they have said? Find the speed of the train. That's why we have written time in terms of 360 upon speed. If speed is increased by 5 kilometers per hour, that means x plus 5 kilometer per hour, the time is reduced by 1. As we know, as the speed goes on increasing, time required to complete the same distance will decrease. Hence, we will write the new equation: x plus 5 is equal to 360 upon y minus 1. From this equation 1 and 2, what we can say, first of all, we will move y minus 1 here on this side. X plus 5 into y minus 1 is equal to 360, and we write down the value of y. What is the value of y? 360 upon x. Again, it is only 1. We need to cross multiply for the common denominator. So 360 minus x upon x, and in the next step we will move x to this side to 360. It becomes 360x. We open the bracket with the x plus 5, and we are getting the equation on right hand side 360x, on the left side 360x. Both are having the same plus value, so we have cancelled it, 360x and 360x. And what we get minus x square plus 1800 minus 5x. We rearrange it because we want a as positive, so we have moved minus x square plus 1800 minus 5x on the right hand side. Okay, so a becomes 1, b becomes 5, and c becomes minus 1800. We put in the formula, we get the this under root as 7225. And what is the under root of 7225? It is 85. How to find the under root? I suppose everyone knows. We need to factorize it. After factorization, we get it's 85. So minus 5 plus or minus 85 upon 2. Now we are again starting with the alpha. What is alpha? What is alpha? Alpha is minus 5 plus 85 upon 2, and beta is minus 5 minus 85 upon 2. It becomes 80 upon 2 or minus 90 upon 2. Alpha becomes 40 km per hour, or beta becomes minus 45. Again, please note that speed cannot be negative. Hence, we remove this or delete this as minus 45. We take the speed of the train is 40 km per hour. The next question, 9th. Two taps together can fill water in a tank in 9 3/8. See, it's a mixed fraction. The tap of the larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one to fill the tank separately. Find the time in which each tap can separately fill the tank. So we need to find the speed of the two taps separately. So what we have done? We have written, let tap 1 can fill the water in A hours and tap 2 can fill the water in B hours. Means when only first tap is open, it takes A hours to fill the tank. When tap 2 is open alone, it can fill in B hours. Both together we are not talking about. They have given that together. So tap 1 can fill the tank, water in the tank 1 upon A, and tap 2 can fill the water 1 upon B. And when both the taps are open, we say 1 upon A plus 1 upon B is equal to 1 upon 3/8. We convert this mixed fraction as 75/8. This 8 moves on the top. 1 upon A plus 1 upon B is equal to 8/75. This is equation 1. They have already given tap A requires 10 hours less as compared to tap 2. So tap A, that means tap 1 is equal to B minus 10. This is equation 2. In equation 1, instead of a, we'll put b minus 10. 1 upon b minus 10 plus 1 upon b is equal to 8 upon 75. b plus b minus 10 into b minus 10 is equal to 8 upon 75. This is the equation. We will solve this equation. And it becomes b plus b minus 10 upon b square minus 10b is equal to 8 upon 75. We'll solve it. We move 75 here and this term on this side. We rearrange. We get a quadratic equation. 8b square minus 230b plus 750 is equal to 0. See, all are even numbers. That means we can divide it by 2. If we divide by 8, it should be 240. So we cannot divide it by 8. So what we are doing? We are dividing by 2. So what we get? 4b square minus 115b plus 375. Please note that it is necessary to divide because these terms get reduced, and when we put in the formula, we are going to get the terms of low value. If the value is more, then to find the under root, everything will become complicated. It never means that we are not going to solve it. We will solve it, but it becomes difficult. So try to arrange into smaller terms. A is 4, B is minus 115 and C is 375. Put in the formula, rearrange it, minus into minus is plus, minus 115 is plus, and 4 into 375 is 6000. We subtract it, again we are getting the same term, and again this we have already taken a under root in the last question. 7225 is 85. So 115 plus or minus 85 upon 2 upon 8. So 115 plus 85 upon 8 or 115 minus 85 upon 8. We give 200 upon 8 or 30 upon 8. 25 or 3.75. Hence, tab B alone can fill the water in 25 hours or 3.75 hours. So we get two values of tab B. Now, from equation 2, we are getting A. What is A? B minus 10, 25 minus 10 or 3.75 minus 10. Tap A alone can fill the water in 15 hours. But here we are getting minus 6.25 hours. But tap A cannot take negative time. Hence, we cannot take A as minus 6.25 nor we can take B as 3.75. So both are getting cancelled. So we are getting time required to fill the water by tap 1 is 15 hours, tap 2 is 25 hours. Note that if we are not taking minus 6.25, we cannot take 3.75 either. Question number 10. What is question number 10? An express train take 1 hour less than the passenger train to travel 132 kilometers between Mysore and Bangalore. Here they have said about two trains. There we have learned about the distance traveled and the speed and the time is getting changed. Here they are talking about two different trains, and again the distance is same. We know express train can move faster than the passenger train, hence 1 hour less but speed is more, right? If the average speed of the express train is 11 km per hour more than that of the passenger train, find the average speed of the two trains. This problem is similar. I suppose you can be able to solve it, but I am again explaining here. So what we are doing, let the time taken by the passenger train be y hours, time taken by express train be y minus 1 hours. Why? Because 1 hour less express train is taking when compared to passenger train. Average speed of passenger train is x km per hour. Average speed of express train is x plus 11 km per hour because speed is more. We have the formula speed is equal to distance upon time. So for passenger train, x is equal to 132 upon y, equation 1. But we want y in terms of x. That's why we are saying y is equal to 132 upon x. Now, for express train, x plus 11 is equal to 132 upon y minus 1. X plus 11 into y minus 1 is equal to 132. From these two equations, we solve it. X plus 11, instead of y, we will say 132 upon x minus 1. Again, we need to cross multiply as we have already done. Then move x to 132 it becomes 132x. Rearrange it, 132x, 132x, both are positive on either side of equal to, it get cancelled. Quadratic equation become x square plus 11x minus 152 is equal to 0. We cannot able to divide it because a is already 1. So a is 1, b is 11 and c is minus 152. Please note the sign, because if we don't take the sign, this quadratic equation may get wrong and we may not able to get the right answer. So alpha comma beta minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Here we will say minus 11 plus or minus root of 11 minus 4 into 1 into minus 1452. Minus into minus becomes plus. If we don't take minus here, this term will become bigger, 5808, and this under root becomes negative. So when discriminant becomes less than 0, we cannot able to solve it because the roots are not real. It becomes imaginary or complex number, which is not there for your this session. Complex number we are going to learn in 12th standard. So it is minus 11 plus or minus under root 121 plus 5808. It becomes 5929, and under root of 5929 is 77. So here we are saying minus 11 plus or minus 77 upon 2. So it becomes minus 11 plus 77 upon 2 is 66 upon 2, or minus 11 minus 77 upon 2 is minus 88 upon 2. So alpha becomes 33 km per hour, beta becomes minus 44 km per hour. But we know the speed cannot be negative, so we are going to take alpha as 33 km per hour. So we are getting the speed of the passenger train. What is the speed of passenger? Average speed of the passenger train is 33 km per hour, but 11 km per hour more is the express train. That means 44 km per hour is the speed of express train. Is that clear? Now the next question, 11th one, the last one. The sum of areas of two triangles. The sum of areas of two squares is 468 meter square. So sum of areas is given 468. If the difference of the perimeter is 24 meters, find the side of the two squares. So they have given the difference in perimeters, and they have given the sum of areas of two squares. So here what we have said, given data, area of first square is A of side x meters, area of second square B of side y meters. They have given sum of areas. A plus B is equal to 468 meters square, but A we can write in terms of side, that means x square plus y square is equal to 468, because we know area of the square is side square. Here the side is x, so x into x is x square, side is y into y is y square. Is that clear? This becomes the equation 1. Perimeter. What is perimeter of the square? 4 into x, because square has 4 sides. All the sides are x, x plus x plus x plus x, 4x, and the perimeter of the second square is 4y. So they have given the difference, 4x minus 4y is equal to 24. Please note that you can write 4y minus 4x is 24 or 4x minus 4y is 24. It is up to you. So here what I have assumed x is greater than y. What I have assumed, let x is greater than y. So I am writing this. You may assume y is greater than x, and you say 4y minus 4x is equal to 24, right? So we can clearly find, we can divide the equation by 4. So x minus y is equal to 6. So x is equal to 6 plus y. Here we need to put this equation in any of the terms, either in x or y. I have put it in x because it is easy to move minus y on the right hand side and become plus. Because if we want in x, then what the equation becomes, minus y we have to move on the right hand side and 6 on the left hand side. So it becomes x minus 6 is equal to y. Is that clear? So here it is x is equal to 6 plus y. This is equation 2 and this is equation 1. In equation 1 put the value of x. So it becomes 6 plus y whole square plus y is equal to 468. It is a plus b whole square, a square plus 2ab plus b square. This identity we are using it. So 6 square plus 2, 6 into y plus y square is equal to 468. Here this y square is there, and this a plus b is that y square. So y square plus y square, 2y square. We have rearranged. We get 2y square plus 12y minus 432 is equal to 0. we see all these terms are even, so again we are dividing by 2 on both the sides. So equation becomes y square plus 6y minus 216 is equal to 0. A is 1, B is 6 and C is minus 216. We put in the formula. So minus 6 plus or minus 6 square is 36. Minus into minus plus 4 into 1 into 216 is 864. We add it is 900. We know under root of 900 is 30. So minus 6 plus or minus 30 upon 2. So minus 6 plus 30 upon 2 or minus 6 minus 30 upon 2. It becomes 24 upon 2 or minus 36 upon 2. It becomes 12 meters or minus 18 meters. But again we know the side of the square or the length may not be in negative. So it cannot be negative. So we are discarding this value. We take the side of square 2 is 12 meters. But what about x? It is 6 plus 12, that is 18 meters. So these are the two sides. So I hope this exercise is clear. If you are having any difficulty, let me know. Tomorrow we will start with the next part of the quadratic equation. And as Zainab has said, after completing this quadratic equation, we will start with trigonometry, introduction to trigonometry. Go through it, check it. If you are having any difficulty, let me know. Allah Hafiz.